a psychotic episode like this. And there are others who feel that only those who have a tendency to easy disorganization of the brain by their metabolism, that only they can get the psychotic trips. Because certainly when we analyze the underlying strife or conflicts that go on in a schizophrenic when they have recovered enough, that we find not too different a set of circumstances than what we find in the neurotic.
Parents strongly caution the following programs are intended for mature audiences over the age of 18. These programs may contain some material that many parents would not find suitable for children and may include intense violence, sexual situations, coarse language, and suggestive dialogue.
To save the patient from what would otherwise be a severe neurotic The patient that you saw me walking with demonstrates on the 8th day after admission the continuing presence of a catatonic panic.
All right, happy Tuesday afternoon. Yeah, we have a double day today. So, of course, we have Traitors Among Us joining us today, all the way from fucking Finland, which you guys know when we do early shows, they're international bands because of the fucking insane time changes. But anyways, thank you guys for joining us today. It's a pleasure having you guys on.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us, man.
Absolutely. So
glad to be here.
Me and CB will go back and forth asking you questions, but none of you are out of the hot seat. You all have to answer the questions. So, very first up, what is your favorite hobby outside of music?
Probably cooking.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm an amateur high jumper.
Okay.
I mean, I like cycling. That's cool.
Okay.
Probably cycling, yeah.
See, with me, I'm a Star Wars fanatic, so I collect anything and everything fucking Star Wars. Anything and everything Star Wars.
Is it like, Fox Star Trek and Star Wars only?
Exactly. Thank you. You can come on the
both.
show anytime you want.
No way.
All you gotta do is go back and watch the movie Fanboy. That's all you gotta do. All right, CB, you're up.
So with you guys being over there in Finland, what is your guys' biggest struggle that you guys have trying to get into a venue or show?
Basically, the genre and the weathers and stubborn people, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's the genre. Like we talked earlier, like this is a really niche genre. Like all the core genres here. Maybe deathcore isn't that niche here anymore, but I think like metalcore, especially crapcore, is really niche. So it's hard to find bands that want to play with you.
And venues that want to take you.
Yeah, exactly. And also, it has to be very precise. Like, is it like blackened deathcore, what people are doing now? So that sells a lot more tickets. than just being like, hey, remember this MySpace band called Chop for a Cowboy? Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah.
I love Job for a Cowboy.
Hey, dude, Doom EP is like the best thing ever. We can all count on that. That's like the epitome of deathcore right there.
Yeah.
I mean, I still go to deathcore shows. If I see a deathcore show anywhere around and I can go, I fucking go. Because, like, I love all those damn deathcore bands. Suicide Silence and Whitechapel and Carnifex and all of them. I fucking love them. Still love them to this day.
Yeah. You got to be present there, because especially like here in Finland, because it's a niche thing here. So if there's a deathcore like gig here, I'm always going, or like metalcore gig, whatever. Even if I don't know like the bands, I'm gonna support, because I want to keep the genre, like the scene, like growing.
Right, and I guess, like you said, because of your genre, there's not a whole lot of bands in your area that are even like that, or even in the core area alone at all. Which I don't understand. They don't let you guys play, even with per se some fucking black metal bands, because like mixed genre shows do really well here. I guess they don't really do that well over there, but here most of your shows are going to be mixed genre shows.
When we went to watch Cranium, this Norwegian slam band, they were hardcore, like the warm-up bands were hardcore bands, and some people actually left when Cranium started playing.
Yeah.
So,
And actually, the first band was a local kind of like,
a hard rock band,
hard rock grunge, maybe a little bit like hair metal band. And then there were like two hardcore.
Closer to Greed than like Cannibal Corpse. Just put it this way.
Yeah, that was weird. That was weird show, but
was it like Rattle Plague or something?
Yeah, Rattle Plague.
Just dropping the names off the bat.
Okay, we'll have to look them up. We'll have to check them out.
Shout out Rattle Plague. Yeah.
Shout out to Rattle Plague.
So each one of you, if you were going to, if crabcore and core didn't even exist, what other type of genre of music would you consider playing?
Well, I mean, alternative, at least.
Yeah, I'm all for hair metal.
Okay.
I mean, pop or country. Actually, I'd like. I've been wanting to start a country project for like 2 years now, so probably country. Or
I don't mean like any like those Wasp hair metal. I mean, full on makeup and like all the way in makeup.
Cinderella.
It is cold.
Cinderella. Like Quiet Riot.
Yeah.
You better start buying a whole lot of hairspray. That's all I got to say. All right, CB, you're up, man.
All right. So for each of you, what is the stupidest thing that you guys have gotten in trouble for?
I don't know where to start. Probably just one of those, like, drunken nights. But
maybe for me it was in like this elementary school. We played with fire on the schoolyard and got yelled at. That was kind of dumb.
Okay.
Like hairspray and lighters and flamethrower.
Well, so there was hairspray involved.
Yeah.
All right.
What teenage boy has not taken out deodorant or canned hairspray and lit shit?
It's just the law of nature, I think. Like, you see fire, you want to create fire.
Want to create fire.
Or playing with fireworks and explosives, which was one of me and my brother's favorite things to do, even though we got our asses tore up over it a lot.
Yeah.
Or finding out how flammable gasoline really is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Only you would do.
Well, I just remember my friend usually played something with gas and that. When you see a movie where someone is just lighting a cigarette and throwing it there and, immediately just lights on fire. My friend actually once tried it back in elementary school, and it actually didn't caught on fire, which was, you know, lucky, but it was like, hey, myth busted. Like, you know, you see, it doesn't work like this way. Like, thanks for showing the demonstration, you know.
Only in movies, not in real life.
All right. So for you guys, if you could put together an entire world tour and tour all over the world, and you're allowed to take 3 bands with you, what 3 bands would you take with you on tour?
We all decide like one band. I could go first. I'd like to.
Yeah, go first, man.
I'd like to take "Woe Is Me." They're
Okay.
one of my favorite bands, and I think we could we could suit together pretty good. But only if they play their old stuff. I don't want to hear that new stuff. Just only their old stuff. But yeah, "Woe Is Me" for me.
Okay.
Yeah, in the same way, asking Alexandria about like the stand-up and scream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think like I have a much more like a recent answer for this, like the band Her Last Sight, and maybe like the Hall of Elders. That's like, you know, it could be actually like, you know, sort of maybe possible.
Yeah.
It's always a possibility as long as you've got the cash to do it. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
it stops most.
But I think like if we came to US for a tour or something, I think we could like pull off it with Hall of Elders.
Mm.
There's also this, was it Ashes at Last, or what is it called? It's kind of newer crapcore band. They're also like, we've been not talking, but we've been on contact, in contact in TikTok, and they'd also be a cool ad, since they're kind of like bring the OG crapcore, like that stickly style crapcore
Yeah.
back.
Okay.
And I
fair.
think like these are much more like, you know, reasonable answers than just to be like, you know, oh yeah, for sure, asking Alexandria. Like, you know.
Yeah.
I got you. All right, CB, you up.
So, what is something that you guys have wanted to put or include into your band but haven't done that yet? As far as like aesthetics, or if you've wanted to like have a certain look, is there something that you guys have wanted to do?
Well,
there's always different kind of styles and ideas, but I think everything just takes a little bit more time.
but I think for me, since we released chapters to our second full length last Friday, I think that was kind of like, there was a lot of ideas that have been brewing in our minds for like a couple of years now, and we got to like bring them into a fruition. Except like the last song, Repetitions, it's straight up pop song. There's no breakdowns, no growls, nothing. It's just pop song. And also another song, You're All I Have. It's like a dance song, EDM song. So I think
like those were kind of like, you know, out of the ordinary and like out of context for like, you know, our first album, which came like 3 years ago. And back then, you know, if we would have had the idea of like, you know, hey, let's do like a Bill Murray song, it would be like, you know, no, that's just nah, you know. But now I think like, you know, that might be like, you know, a fun idea to try.
Yeah.
But even
And also this sophomore album just feels like, you know, 2.0 in a way. Like all the ideas get elevated.
But also
I think it just has a natural progression.
Perceptions days, we still like experiment with a lot of different genres we mixed into the breakdowns and stuff like this. So it still was back then even really experimental.
Yeah, but I remember like back in those days when I thought like, damn, it would be fun to do just like straight up like dance song or like pop song, or just no breakdowns or anything, just like I want to do this. But then it felt like kind of like, nah, not just maybe wait a couple of years, and then we wait a couple of years, and now we had an opportunity to do them, and I'm really proud. They sound amazing to me.
Okay, fair enough. So, as a band, do you guys prefer recording and writing, or do you prefer playing live?
Well, the live playing is kind of like haven't done so much shows.
Yeah.
But and I think the writing, for sure.
Yeah.
Writing, composing music, all those are key factor to making this kind of music work.
Yeah.
And it's also like, you get to put out all these crazy ideas, like, what Jonas said, like if you want to make a, like EDM pop song, well, then just go to like a rehearsal space. You just cannot jam that out with like, drums and a bass.
Yeah.
It has to start from like, that production point of view.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I myself like playing live better, but these two are more the brains of the songs anyway. So
yeah, writing for me and recording. I like to. I love when I come up with like new exciting ideas, and I get excited. There's like nothing. There's no feeling that compares to it. I just love. I come up with something new, and I get excited. So yeah, recording
and I think like you can do like a one good show, and then people might forget it. But when you do like a banger of an album, it stays in your legacy.
Yeah, it's
so
always
live playing is fun for sure. But when you have something like that precious of an art, calling crapcore art, it's like pulling punches. But then again,
Right, I got you. All right, CB, you're up.
What is something that scares you badly?
Scares us, like as a band or
like individual. Like, what's the scariest thing to you?
Well, ironically, I'm afraid of heights.
Okay.
Well, same actually.
Yeah. And
Agreed.
also, I'm a little bit afraid of the dark. Also, yeah.
So skydiving's out of the question for y'all.
Yeah, no,
Hell
never.
no. Fuck that.
Well, yeah.
No bungee.
Pretty much would be an amazing thing to try, but it would take a lot of. Well, once again, let's see in a few years.
Nope.
Let's just stick
for
to
you.
the crapcore.
I can take your asses up and down. I ain't jumping out no perfectly good airplane.
I'll just bring them back spiders and throw them down before they get to the ground.
Oh,
Nope.
yeah.
You better not. I'll fucking torch your ass with a goddamn blowtorch.
I just revisited the movie, like the 8-legged creatures or whatever. I used to be afraid of that when I was a kid. Now it's like CGI fuckfest from like early 2000s, being like, bro, what's going on here? Like, used to be afraid of this shit.
Oh yeah, I remember the movie 8-Legged Freaks.
It's the schlock, but the best kind of schlock.
Yeah.
Do yourself a favor. You like that shit? Go watch Arachnophobia.
Oh fuck.
No.
Maybe I gotta check it out.
It is fucking terrifying if you don't like spiders. I promise you, it'll give you nightmares for the next 3 months.
All right, that sounds awesome.
All right, so what is the hardest thing that you have had to learn being in a band together?
When the drummer tells you to tap that part out.
Yeah.
Tapping like this it's not easy.
Yeah, for Manu, it's a tempo.
Yeah. First of all, if arachnophobia was for my part, let's just say metronome for this guy.
I understand that.
Metronophobia.
Yeah, metrophobia.
No, I always hated the metronome. I hated it. I hated recording because of that up until I changed it and realized that I could change the tone of the metronome, because like I would go into the recording studio and I hated that fucking beep, 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 boop, beep. I was like, no, it fucks me up. I can't.
Yeah, if it's like ear piercing, it's
yes.
I hate it. Sometimes you need it because there's like a lot of noise that I might get like on top of it, but if it's like ear piercing, I hate that too. I hate some metronomes.
I told him, I was like, guys, we got to change it. I need something that sounds like a drum. And so we found one that actually sounded like, a snare drum to a tom or whatever. And I was like, okay, I could deal with that, but that damn fucking beeping noise is driving me nuts because I don't like repetitive noises. And I was like, nope, fuck this shit. I'm over it. Just record the drums, and I will fucking do it to the drums. Fuck this shit. I'm over it.
And at least, like, you know, in the beginning, you'll get over focused on it. Like, you know, the more you try to, like, you know, unhear it, you'll hear it more. And then once again, just like lives in your subconscious. Like, you know, yeah.
But once you get
like
used to
metronome
it, you can kind of groove like with it. I feel like when you get used to it, you can like kind of play with it a little bit,
Right?
with the feel, and you don't have to be like super robotic with it. But yeah, when you start with it, it's pain in the ass.
All right, fair enough. All right, CB, you up on deck?
So, what is a fan story that you guys really enjoy that you guys have either had at a show or that you interacted with at a show?
We couple years back we had like one dude on Messenger. It was a sweet guy. I don't know. It was like probably like 18 or something. He wanted me to sing happy birthday to him. He was a sweet guy. He was just like, I love your band and I have a birthday today. Like, can you sing happy birthday to me? I was first like, is this what's going on?
Like this
here?
is a cameo situation.
Yeah, like what's going on? Like at the time, we didn't have like a lot of fans. We were, we were kind of unknown back then. Like someone is actually a fan of us and wants me to sing for them. Like, okay, sure, I'll do it. But yeah, that was one thing that I remember. Like, he was an OG fan, real OG fan.
Okay.
All right, that's cool. That's cool. So, what is an American food that you have not tried yet that you would like to try?
Well, I gotta say Thanksgiving like dinner for like in a whole, because we have nothing like, you know, for those traditional Thanksgiving stuff here.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't have Thanksgiving here in Finland.
Yeah.
No. And also like corn dogs. Everyone talks about them in every American show.
And even like cornbread and every kind of like corn product and
yeah, that's true.
as well.
They're not that great.
They don't actually look that good. If they don't actually look that good.
Yeah.
If you are going to get a corn dog, it's got to be from a state fair. Those ones are better.
Yeah.
They're still bad.
I know.
They're still bad.
They are bad.
It doesn't matter how you cut it. They're fucking horrible.
And also one thing that comes to mind is it sloppy joes or
yeah.
That's one thing that I think it doesn't look that good also, but I would like to try it just to see.
It's actually really good. That's pretty much a staple in this house. We make them all the time.
Okay.
So they're pretty good. They're not bad. They're not bad, even though they look like shit.
They do look like shit.
It's like chili on bread. That's really all it is.
Yeah.
So, like, as far as food, do you guys have like any of like the retail type like McDonald's or Arby's or Taco Bell or anything like that?
Well, we have the Taco Bell and McDonald's,
Burger King. And I think there's in the capital city there's one KFC or something like that.
Yeah, there's one KFC here also. Yeah.
I remember a couple of years ago, some of my friends went to Poland to get KFC.
Yeah.
I remember those days when I was traveling with my parents. We always went to a country where there was a KFC, a European country, and I was always so excited because I loved KFC. I still love KFC. But I was always really excited to go abroad to.
So as far as food, what is like your traditional food that you guys would eat on like a normal basis?
Well, potatoes and meat.
Yeah.
I don't know, like lasagna maybe.
Potatoes and meatballs. Yeah, and brown sauce. That's like, to me, that's kind of like the
Actually-
Finnish food.
Yeah, there's all like home cooked meals.
Today
Over
we
here.
ate mashed potatoes and blue cheese salmon.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that sounds.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, that sounds good.
Yeah.
That sounds really
yeah,
good.
that's actually like almost like a holiday meal right there.
Yeah, it was cheap throwaway fish, so it was a holiday.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Well, here, like where we live, it's like it's all about seafood because we live on an island. So it's
yeah.
tons and tons of seafood, especially oysters. Oysters is God here. So if
Oh,
you
yeah.
don't like oysters, you're kind of screwed.
Okay.
Basically, I mean, we have all the nasty. I won't even eat fast food because that shit's disgusting. At least it's gross here. I don't know about. I've heard fast food's better in other countries compared to the United States. But our fast food is disgusting.
Well,
like we don't have like Arby's, so we don't know where to compare to. But yeah, fast food is always just like the final option, maybe.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
5 a.m. You're drunk as hell and you need something. Yeah.
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 No,
I think we have like different kind of like food regulations, so that so I think that also kind of attributes to the taste being different, like in here than in like America. So, but yeah,
And
I've
especially-
never tasted like a real American fast food.
And like especially when we were talking about like those food chains, like only like sandwich shop we have here is Subway. So it's like there's
Yeah.
nothing else to like compare it to, like Jersey Mike's or something.
Oh god,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
We get Jersey
it's
Mike's.
just Subway or bust.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Jersey Mike's is like right down the street from us. So
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like we just have like Subway here. So
yeah, we
Yeah.
got Subway, we got Jersey Mike's. There's I think Quiznos went out of business.
Oh, yeah.
There's Firehouse subs. There's god dang a million of them that you could choose from.
yeah.
All right, CB, you're up on deck, bro.
All right, so going more into the food, what is something that you guys like to have as like a midnight snack or something that you wake up and you're like, I need something? What is that for each of you?
I'm such a good sleeper. I don't wake up at night. Just no more sleep, please.
For me, it's I remember my mom used to do this, like these kind of chicken wraps. It was just like chicken, some aioli, and lettuce, and that was kind of it. But they were delicious. They were like just wrapped in a tortilla, and
Okay.
yeah, that I remember like that was. I used to sneak around the house at midnight to eat a couple of them
Yeah.
during the late hours.
That's also like pretty fire with like tzatziki too.
yeah,
If you don't have the aioli around, but
yeah,
but a good
Tzatziki
toast
too,
is
yeah.
always a good toast.
Okay.
Like right now, actually thinking about after this, gonna toast up some toasties.
yeah.
Fair enough. So, for each one of you, at what age did you decide that you wanted to be a musician? And if there was like a certain band that really pulled you towards like metal and crapcore, what was that band?
Well, I would say like maybe when I was like 10-year-old, maybe. And because like me and Jonas used to listen to like same bands constantly. I mean, it was pretty funny because at first the whole core genre was just kind of like laughing stock, which it is now still to this day. But it was more like hey, let's never listen to these bands for sure, right? And then like suddenly after the pre-teenage just being like well the Miss May isn't that bad, and Sleeping with Sirens is actually kind of cool, and
It kind of crept in slowly.
yeah, slowly getting infected. Well, I'd say like after maybe Slipknot when I was a kid, it was just kind of really stuck and open up the new roster of heavy metal for sure, because before that it was just kind of like Metallica and Wasp. So
yeah,
I used to just play at home, and then one day Jonas was like, hey, you wanna come play in a band with me? And I was okay, fine. So,
yeah.
I didn't have such a deep story.
but yeah, for me, it's it's been like always like I remember like my mom used to play like Manowar and Wasp and all those kind of stuff, and then like in elementary school I remember, yeah, like Nico said, we used to listen to a lot of same bands, and first it was kind of like more like I guess like black metal, folk metal, that kind of
well,
stuff.
like Children of
Yeah.
Bodom and all kind
Yeah.
of in between.
Yeah, a little bit like power metal, really like European metal, I'd say.
Yeah.
But yeah, and because I didn't have like many friends that listened to this. Most of my friends, they listen to like Queen and the Eagles or Bon Jovi or something, like not like any metal, I'd say. So that was kind of unfortunate for me because I didn't have like anyone who listened to the same bands besides Nico. So for me it took a while, like, and also like for my parents, they were like, okay, the music thing is cool hobby, but what about a real job? Like
Yeah.
that was the attitude
It's
at
always.
home for me. So I didn't take the music thing like seriously. I was like, yeah, I like music, it's cool. But then it kind of slowly crept in when when me and Matthias started to play in a band that would be pre-Traitors Among Us, and then we invited Nico in, and then it kind of clicked when we got this band together. I was like fuck like anything else, I want to do this. Like this is fun.
And still, it was kind of weird because in the beginning, like, we started like as a deathcore band.
Yeah.
Just thinking about like, after like 5 years ago would be like, hey, let's make a straight up pop song, or like let's have a dance breakdown, or like whatever. It would have been just kind of like so out of the ordinary, even though we listened to the bands. But I don't know. I guess we were just so spineless back in the days.
And also going to back like where it started, like I remember me and Nico used to write like black metal songs on Guitar Hero, Metallica.
Oh yeah.
In like 5th grade, and that was kind of like my first memory of like, damn, like this is fun.
This is fun.
I love, like, let's do more of this. I want to do just this, like doing just writing songs. They were like shitty songs.
Yeah.
But like,
but then
that was my
the
first
audition
taste.
just clicked.
Yeah. And before that, we had like kind of like I used to play drums and Nico used to play guitar, and just whatever, just like jam together. But that was like, I remember that like the first taste of like real, like I guess real like writing and doing like real music. That was fun. I was like, yeah, I would like to do this.
Well, I just kind of remember, like, I used to play drums too, and it was like really long ago when we were just kind of like, making some noise, and I just remember my dad being like, hey, don't, like, he didn't even know what it was blast beat called. It was like, just play AC/DC, you'll do fine. And like, nothing fancy in between.
Yeah.
Like, okay, well, it's a foundation for sure, but like,
yeah. And did you ask like what was the band that got me into this?
Yeah.
I guess like the earliest bands are like Manowar, but I remember like Ask Alexandria, A Prophecy, and that bridge and that chorus that comes before that. That was like, I remember when I heard that, I was like, this is gonna be my my whole identity. Remember I just wrote an article about that actually, about that moment. But yeah,
I actually can't remember when I showed you from the same album the Candlelit Dinner with Ina Morta.
Yeah,
like, hey dude, check this shit out, like,
yeah, that was our like elitist days or gatekeeper days when we
were
black,
hey,
black metal,
let's ironically listen to this and not totally be amazed and like, starstruck.
Yeah, isn't this shit, like, look at this,
yeah,
these dudes
total
look ridiculous
shit.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. All right, CB, you're up on deck, bro.
What is your guys' greatest pet peeve? What is something that you just can't stand that drives you nuts?
Well,
Early mornings.
early mornings too. I would
Yeah.
say, as I'm a professional chef, the last minute customers, like, don't show up fucking late or just like, hey, is the kitchen open? Yeah, for like a minute. Like,
Yeah.
that's for sure a pet peeve.
Okay.
Yeah, I can just imagine like that. That's like if you have like I don't know, like 10 or 12 hour shift, and then someone comes like
Yeah,
one
like the
minute
last
before.
minute.
Yeah,
Or
the
then it's
last
like, if we have like a schedule which like, hey, let's meet up like at 3 o'clock. It doesn't mean like, 3:30 or like, 3:45. Like,
Yeah.
we should have scheduled then and not like,
Yeah.
For me, something like some grammatical errors, like which are horrible. For example, like someone writes "should have" as "should off." That's like stop, don't do this, please. It's
Yeah.
such a small thing, but every time I'm really annoyed.
yeah.
Fair
It's
enough.
always the small things.
I used to work fast food.
All the small things.
Yeah.
We'd always close at 10, and we'd always get a packed drive-through at 9:55. Never failed. It was always that way.
Yeah.
I worked for a Mexican restaurant when I was like 17 years old, 16 years old. It lasted a week. And I was like, fuck this shit. I will never work fucking food service again. And I never did.
Yep.
Never did I ever work it again.
Yep.
Yeah. It is a total grind. And, if you haven't tried it, please go try it and then you understand. It's just one of those things like, if you don't understand, go try it, at least for like a week.
Yeah.
I was like, nope.
And we went through a dishwasher like once a week. People who'd get hired on, they'd get in there and they'd do it for about a week, and then they'd be like, they just get tired of it.
Yeah. That's how you really know, like, this job sucks.
Yep.
I know.
It sure as fuck does. I was a dishwasher, and after I don't even think I lasted a week. I think I lasted like 5 days. I was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Fuck this shit.
Yeah. It really grinds, man. It really grinds.
I'm tired of being soaking wet every day. I'm tired of dealing with people's bullshit. Fuck this. I'm out.
Yeah, especially with the people's bullshit. Like, last one you asked the question, like, what's the hobby? Like, well, I love to cook, but as for a profession, sometimes people, man, like the people, man.
People are
like,
always
just pick up your shit and go, and don't show up like, minute until closing.
Yeah.
Those are like the only rules. Just like, don't be an ass.
Right.
Just think for a minute.
Yeah. Just like, don't be an ass. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's just a job, bro.
Oh yeah.
So, if you guys, sorry. Oh, damn, hit that thing wrong. So, if you guys could do a album with another band and do an entire album, merging all members, playing anything, doing anything that you could think of, what band would you want to do an album with?
I mean, Jonas, you want to take the cake because I think we might have a similar answer to this.
There's a lot.
Well, while Jonas is thinking, I'll say The Midnight would be fun.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The Midnight. Yeah, that's a great answer. Actually,
Midnight is an awesome band for sure.
Yeah,
they're just the powerhouse live.
Yeah. Yeah. The Midnight, or like we talked about, like this crapcore bands. Maybe Abandon All Ships. That would be crazy to do. I'd love to do a song with Abandon All Ships or Woe Is Me.
Yeah.
Those are kind of like my two favorite bands. So either one of those. But yeah, like Manu said, the Midnight, this synthwave band, it would be really cool to do something with them. Like they have really really great synth sounds. So yeah.
And overall, like the albums in themselves are like just phenomenal. So I think that's kind of like an Undertaker, a Cinderella kind of answer, which no one would never like guess us to maybe say. Midnight would be awesome.
Or actually, I'm a huge Swiftie, so I'd love to do something with Taylor Swift, but that is that's another conversation.
Did not see that coming. All right.
I love Taylor Swift, so I'd love to do something with her, but like, yeah.
All right, fair enough. All right, CB, you're up on deck, brother.
All right. So, if you guys could tell a little bit of your experiences and give those experiences to some of these up and coming bands or people who are thinking about starting a band, what would you give them for advice?
TikTok. Just
first of all, social media, try to get connections.
Yeah, to grind. It's like you gotta post on TikTok. That's how we blew up, I guess.
And I would say it's like and I would say for like a personal answer to this, but if you have like I don't know 7 to 9 guys in the band, let like other like 2 guys would cook, and then the other guys will just like be the stand-ins. Sometimes it just works the best.
Yeah, you gotta like know the dynamic of the band. Like it would be great if everyone contributed like evenly to the band, but like most cases, it just doesn't go that way. It's usually like 1 or 2 or maybe 3 guys that are like doing, and like that. Just know the dynamics of your like bandmates. That's a great point.
Yeah, just like put the ego on the side, because the talent will follow. Just keep grinding, but when the ego is in the way, it keeps on you from developing further, I would say.
And I mean, like smaller like mixes you can do into the songs and stuff like this. They're always important, even if you don't like write the songs and do a whole lot for that. But even the small parts, so small details you can add and help with the mixing. Anything like this is always important, and just don't forget that. Like smallest things are always helpful as well.
Yeah, sure.
Especially perspectives, for sure.
And have you guys ever has it ever gotten to a point where you guys were just like, I don't want to do this anymore? Like, is there a time that you guys had that and you guys pushed through it?
Yeah, I would say on our first album, Perceptions, like we did it on our COVID-19 during the COVID. And it was really rough, dude. Like, it was kind of like making an album like this. We're all at home on our Discord and, just sending tracks, and everybody had their different mindset for sure. And it was especially like our producer on the band was like, 6 dudes just trying to like cook something. It just felt like, hey, maybe this is it. But
yeah. And we've had a lot of like member changes. And those are always kind of like I don't know, hard, but they're always kind of like, oh damn, like what do we do now? Because also like when you're trying to find a new member to a crapcore band in Finland, that is a hard task. I'll tell you right now, it is.
Yeah, I don't know how the hell y'all pulled that off.
Yeah. They're like, I don't know, they're like 5 dudes in this whole country that are like even vaguely interested in this,
and it's
genre.
Yeah, and it's us. It's dudes from Traitors Among Us.
yeah. It's hard. It's hard. So,
but I mean, in a retrospect, it's kind of good for you because you're the only one. So if it actually,
pretty much. I'm not entirely sure are we like the only one, but if you type us on a Google search, we're pretty much the only one that comes up.
Yeah, there used to be one crapcore band that it was formed in like 2007 or something. It was
Yeah,
called One Morning Left. But they actually had like some allegations, so they disbanded. So now we're the only crapcore band. There used to be two, like us and One Morning Left, but the other
it's
one
kind
had
of like
allegations, and now we're the
it
only
just
ones.
feels like the movie Highlander. Like there can be only one.
Yeah.
And now when we have that mantle, it's just kind of like, don't you fucking dare.
No.
Like we cannot fight on this holy grounds, and it's hot topic.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of a good thing for you guys because, per se that crabcore ended up coming back with a huge, surge, and there was bands that started popping up everywhere. You guys are like at the top of that list in your fucking area that you could seriously capitalize on if it was to ever happen.
I mean, in America for sure, but I really don't see it like being that big in Finland. It's a stretch for me. But if that ever like happens, that would be great. That would be like wow. Like that would probably like do.
I think it's a
things to my
possibility
ego.
I think it might be a possibility with the the newer generation, because ever since crapcore kind of debuted, it was kind of seen as a joke in a way, like the new metal was, and now there's like kids actually like joining those bands like Attack, and so there might be a chance, and let's hope for a chance, but
And yeah, like, and I've seen like the MySpace stuff, like MySpace deathcore, for example. Like I've seen like a rise in like popularity in like in that genre. So I think we're kind of in the same vein, not like entirely, but we're also in that MySpace realm, like if you call it like nostalgia or something. Yeah.
Hey, nostalgia sells because I see bands every day that have been gone for like 20, 25 years, and then they come back and they're selling out every massive stadium across the United States. Just packing
when we were young, Fest, that is just like pure nostalgia, or what's a music world, or what's it called? They're just like pure nostalgia fests. And I think like that Warp Tour also.
Right.
There's you can I guess
and
you can
was
call
there like the
there's like
Sick
legacy
New World
bands in there.
And like the Sick New World one like debuted like last year maybe. That was kind of also inspired with like Warped Tour bands and new metal bands and what have you. I mean, I can totally understand the nostalgia bait, but then it's like isn't everything kind of that? And also, well, we used to grow up on these bands and on this kind of era, so it's just what we like and what we do. But
for us, I don't like to consider us like nostalgia bait band. I mean, you could make that argument, but
we're more of a TikTok band.
Yeah, one hit wonder.
Yeah, we take ourselves way too seriously.
Yeah. We're a serious crapcore band. This time it's serious. This time it's personal.
Yeah.
This time.
Yeah. Highlander 3. This time it's personal.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. So if you guys could take a song completely out of metal, can't even be a metal song, what song would you attempt to do a cover of in your own style?
We've actually had discussions about this. We did.
We already made Eeny Meeny cover.
Yeah, the Sean Kingston and
Justin Bieber one.
Yeah, but I love Punko's pop songs. Like I love those, and I'd love to do another one. We've had like discussions like what song could we do? I said,
I remember when the Teo Cruz Ludacris song like "Break Your Heart" was kind of like an idea.
Yeah.
And I remember it was just kind of like one of those like off nights or something where we were just kind of jamming it out and feeling it like hey, it could be a fun cover to do.
Like I said, I'm a huge Swiftie, so I'd love to do a Taylor Swift song. I have like a couple that I've been wanting to do, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah,
For me,
we'll just
I'd
need
say a
to we
Taylor
need to
Swift song.
cook. Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think I'll have to go with Midnight again. Something like Los Angeles or Gloria or something like this would be nice.
Oh yeah, Gloria would be totally fantastic.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So before we get to the end, you guys kind of want to tell us, because we actually have a music video we're going to play for everybody at the end. For anybody that has not heard Traitors Among Us, we actually have the music video for Between the Lies. So do you kind of want to tell us what the song was about and kind of give us the backstory as to creating the video, the music video? How was that experience? What did you like or not like about it?
Yeah. The song started as it was a totally different song when we started writing it. It was more like it's more, I guess, progressive, and there was a lot of shit going on.
Yeah,
Then
and it
we
was a
just
different key first, but you know.
Yeah, I did different key, but it started with the intro synth and the riff that is in the second verse, that kind of like As I Lay Dying riff, and I just put those two together and like, how do I make a song out of this? And then we started writing it more, and we had a couple revisions of the song. And then it kind of become this kind of like became like a bucket list song. There was okay, I want this song to start like with a banging synth and then go straight to first breakdown, and I want like many tempo changes, and I want this As I Lay Dying riff to it also, and like I wanted all those things to be in one song. So for me, it was like kind of this bucket list song. Like I want all of these things.
And I remembered when you said the whole bucket list idea, and we had the first demo of it, and then it just kind of dawned onto me like, well, how about we do it in drop C tuning? I mean, hey, come on, man! Like
Come on.
that's just one
That's
of the bucket list
tuning.
things.
Yeah,
Exactly. And it's just like barely 3 minutes long, and there's everything. There's everything basically what you're looking for, genre.
Yeah, and like we said, we talked about this bucket list song. I think the music video needed to be in that same realm. Like it needed to have us like squatting and jogging in place in a barn. Like that was like we need that. We need that.
The barn and the girl in a white dress were kind of like very necessary for the video
girl
aesthetic.
in a white dress just wandering in the woods.
Yeah,
like those were like, we need those. And we also like, first we had this idea that we would also be at a field with like orange cabinets, but we didn't have time for that, so we just filmed it in a barn. But yeah, that was.
And like Manu, can you like chime in on the barn situation?
Yeah, so it's my sister's barn. She had just bought this farm out in the like a bit off the city,
countryside.
And, countryside.
Yeah,
and we spent like one day cleaning up the barn, so that we can.
Yeah, there was a lot of mouse shit.
There was a lot of shit.
And,
a lot of
and stuff
like in the video when there's the drums and us jogging into place, there was a lot of fucking shit. Like
yeah, we all inhaled it because we stomped the ground, and then it just like flew like to our faces. I remember I was like, feeling like really dirty after that, because it was all
every time doing like the end breakdown there, I can still like smell the shit. Like, very vividly.
when your nose gets closer to the ground because you're squatting, you can
and then it feels like oh shit, it is in my nose or something, like you can almost like taste it.
Also, like we searched for some, because there were like really many like these junk filled rooms in those barns and stuff like this. So we scouted them all and found the best one with a floor that doesn't cave in, and those were also filled with. It was unsettling to be there just because, well, there's shit animals and whatever. You can find corpses in there, and
Yeah, it was kind of like
Yeah.
untouched, like before we cleaned it. It was, I don't know,
Yeah.
it was untouched for like, I don't know, years or something.
yeah,
It was,
it was some old people's like this farm, which was, I guess,
Yeah.
sold at after their death or something like this. Like, but yeah,
Yeah.
That is absolutely disgusting.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, but totally
Well,
worth it. Totally
yeah.
worth it.
Yeah, totally worth it. And if it's not disgusting, it's not metal.
Yeah.
True
Right.
that. So
Yeah, and
on
we're real metal band. We're crapcore. Yeah,
No posers, man.
yeah.
got that right. So on that, we are going to play for y'all the music video for Between the Lies. Don't forget, we have another show tonight at 9:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Throat Locust. On that, please make sure to go check out these guys. Go like them on all their social media accounts. Go download that music. Buy the merch. Do all the things on that. We love you guys. Thank you for joining us today. And we are out
Thank
of here.
you.
Thank you so much.
You. Thank you so much for having me.
Tell me what you're running the blood, bitch.